Well, these last few days have been interesting. I think a few nights ago I decided to stop drinking, and it was quite easy. So I haven't had a drink. So what I did, I stopped taking my tablets. I stopped taking my tablets for blood pressure. I felt because if I never come off tablets, and my blood pressure is kept at an acceptable level, then I'll never want to lose the weight or change my lifestyle to get off the tablets. I don't want to be taking tablets any tablets whatsoever. So, and these are the only tablets that I've taken in my life, and headache tablets when I've had hangover. So, but it's working. So I got my blood pressure down to about once without the tablets. And today I got under 160 and under 100, which is the first level of warning. So I didn't have any alcohol for 3 days at all. And I did it. So I checked out whether I was with coffee. And I had some coffee a few mornings ago, a few cups, and that knocked up my blood pressure. So I decided to stop drinking coffee. So hopefully I've lost just not too much, maybe a pound or so. And I discovered something about where water goes. It all started mainly because I wanted to. I was fed up of getting up in the middle of the night, fucking 4, 5, 6 times for the piss. So, and I looked something up, and there's a few. I didn't see this before, but there's a recently. When you age, your heart's not as strong as a younger person, and so you pee less in the day. Not so much me, but that's the theory. You don't pee as much, and there's a, believe it or not, there's part of your body in your legs where water can be stored between your bone and the skin, and it can be quite a bit. It can be up to up to about a litre, both legs, including both legs. And what happens is when you go to bed, this water goes back into the bloodstream and then into your bladder, which is then turned into urine, which is then wants to make you pee. So this was all news to me, and I found it very, very interesting. And I just wondered if you can do a simple exercise. This is in the daytime. Whereas if you raise your legs for 30 minutes every day, the water will go into your bloodstream and you can pee it out in the daytime, so you don't get this midnight problem, not this nighttime problem. And the thing is that what happened was, in Japan, they found that because elderly men and women were getting up in the middle of the night, and I guess if they lived with their partners, they didn't want to disturb their partners, so they did this in the dark. Accidents were occurring and people were dying, so they decided to look into it more, and this is what they came up with, that where the water went in the daytime, so you get elderly people, and I guess for obese people as well, they're retaining this water. This might be the problem with a lot of women in America, where they're retaining water and I guess this has been a problem for quite a long time, the retention of water. But I don't usually not use salt on my food. Now and again on chips, French fries, I use salt or something like that. Or meat, I wouldn't put on salt. It's crazy. It's because I've got my taste buds. The only thing with the salt, maybe I would put salt on avocado, for example. A little bit of salt on avocado. That's it. All right, I'm just teaching the world what I've learned over the last few days. It's a diet thing, and a drink thing, and a salt thing, and a blood thing. So I was finding out that the body has a, I don't know if you watched this, you've been lurking, but the body has a special place where as you get older it keeps water, and then when you go to bed the water's returned back into your system. And I noticed this last year when I was putting my socks on, and then it seemed very swelled, and I thought I'd never noticed that before, and there was just like a big mark, like my socks were causing some kind of problem for my legs. Just having one wine, because that's the cheapest thing to come in for. I had 3 slices of toast. I had cold oatmeal with milk, not cooked, and then I had 3 slices of toast with a can of Heinz baked beans, not uncooked. I won't have any pots and pans to wash. I just put the beans straight onto the toast from the can. So I'm trying to get my blood pressure down without medicine. Hey geek, how you going? I was never a big fan of Mexican beans, the refried beans. On the Japanese one, they look a similar colour as well, they're like in bean paste in sweets. But I bought some the other week. I bought some kidney beans. I want to make a chili this week. I haven't made a chili in years. To celebrate, I'm going to celebrate Donald Trump getting kicked out of office, and I'm going to have a nice bottle of wine and a nice chili con carne. Fucking fires again, oh my god. Oh dear, you never get arrested in California, do you? I think they should have people patrolling these forests continually. You know, watching out for people, people that want to fucking set these fires. Yeah, I think maybe in probably the best, the best bean menu has got to be with chili con carne. I don't like beans on toast, as we all know, is great, but chili con carne and all that goes with it, the onions, the garlic bread, the sour cream, the wine. You know, I don't think there's a better. I don't think there's a better dish with beans than chili con carne. But I am open to. I am open to suggestions. You need old people to go and piss on the fires. Hello, Chris. Wolf brand. Maybe you should buy a lotto ticket, geek. You're very lucky. Well, I managed to get the parts for my truck. The main two ones, the headlight and the winker. Yeah, why not to celebrate a new presidency? Because I don't think, I think Biden's a bit of a cunt as well. The old one is ending. But what's more important is he's banned on fucking social media, so he won't be listening to what the cunt's got to say. So that's good. But like I say, credit where credit is due. I have to give credit to Trump. The one thing he didn't start any new wars, and that's probably because he wants the attention to be on him and not on a war, probably. Sorry, Chris, where are you from? But he will start a third party. Well, he wants to. Well, let's see how he goes on with his impeachment hearing first. No, but are you American or British? Because I think when I was a kid, we used to have like a song that we used to. I think when we were kids and going on day trips, we used to have a song that was somehow related to a Leyland bus. Well, no, the Leyland buses were pretty famous, the double deckers. Oh, I see what you mean now, yeah. I don't like those films from where it just reminds me too much of my fucking childhood. So I don't like them. And the people, well, like I said, I wasn't really working class. We were the ferals. I like the ones from London, Snatch. And what's the other one? Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. I like that one. Kes was a good one. Yeah, I like Kes. That was a good one. Compared to us, fucking Kez was rich. My first girlfriend actually went to that school in Barnsley, but of course, many years after, a few years after that. I once, and I went to work that bit. Lower middle class, there we got your all. So actually, so we went into feral class, and now my brother's son, my nephew, he married, and his bloodline now, his daughter's bloodline is aristocracy, because her dad, sorry, adopted, and he was the bastard son of a French aristocrat. So they kicked the French aristocrat, they kicked the son out of France, and he went to Australia, and the kid was adopted. I don't know if he was adopted in England or he was, but anyway, he became a bishop, and his daughter married my niece. So we've gone from feral to aristocracy in 2 generations, and that's got to be fucking pretty impressive. Well, Lord, have you got any aspirations to move up the ladder, Chris? Well, I guess, without a doubt. Well, well, maybe she always knew she was like got aristocratic blood. Then again, I'm not sure when they met. I'm not sure when the dad, the bishop, when he met his dad. But what I do know, the dad said, the aristocrat said to her dad that it's nice to have met you, but I don't want to see you again. Oh, so your mum married up, did she? Well, usually it is the case of that, isn't it? Where the mums marry up. It's not very often vice versa. But I guess it's a lot easier for a low life to marry a solicitor or something like that, or a doctor. No, my sister actually, I think she got a coat of arms for her husband's family. But they'll fucking make a coat of arms for fucking anyone if you just give them $50, and they'll say anything nice. Okay, so your mum was working class and your dad was middle class or something. I like this song. Really. Well, it's not that. Well, that's not true, is it, geek? Because a lot of the red coats were actually blue coats from France. Your dad's dad, okay. Yeah, you can. There's room for advancement there. I tried to join the army at 16, and they say, "You're happy at home?" I said no, so I couldn't get in the army. Then I tried to join the Royal Marines, and they said no, I couldn't join there. I wasn't good enough for that when I was 18. And then when I was 20 or 21, I joined the Royal Marine Reserve. But I tried to join the RAF as working on an Nimrod, staff NCO on an Nimrod, and I didn't have O-level English, so I tried to get O-level English, and I failed. miserably. You've got a coat with 10 arms on. You should fucking have sex with an octopus and it'll come in handy. But I did end up at Bryce Norton on a parachute course. So I got there in the end. I got there in the end for 2 weeks. That's the way they go. They get trained up by the American tax dollar. Did you ever read the guy the guy that broke the sound barrier? He died recently. That's a great book. You should read that. Chuck, what's his name? Chuck Yeager, that's him. Yeah, that's a great fucking biography, autobiography. Really great book. Really great man. Well, that's cool. Oh, your granddad was in the Air Force, wasn't he? I just got to act with name dropping. What's his name? Stallone. I've seen a couple of his videos. He's a nice guy, Stallone, and he comes across as a nice guy when he's making these videos. I don't think he was really crazy, was he? He was just a man's man, very tough guy. You know, even before when he broke the record for the sound barrier, I think he'd either cracked or broken a rib of horse riding the day before, but he wasn't gonna miss the chance to break the sound barrier. Oh no, you got to be responsible, geek, haven't you? You know what I mean? I think the word is having like a big set of balls. But one of the most amazing things is this, cause he was captured in the Second World War, and he actually escaped, didn't he? And he helped another prisoner escape. He escaped into Spain, I think it was. I don't know Paddy Main, Chris. Who's that? No, I don't know. Never heard of him. Oh, okay. We did when they did the parachute course, we met well, they were reserve SAS, like we were reserve Royal Marines. So met a few. But everyone's heard of the SES, but not many people have heard of the SBS, have they? Wow. That's it, yeah. Nope, not heard of that, geek. LRDG. I've heard of the LARDER. Yeah, I was just thinking that the other day, actually, Chris. I haven't seen anything of him or heard anything of him for the last. What if they've got shut down or lockdown? He might not be able to get into town to broadcast his videos. Thank God for that. Yeah, some spoiled bushmeat. Hey mate, the bushmeat smells a bit off. So like, so because I haven't been taking my medicine for the blood pressure, so the other day I'm getting people to fucking test me out. Some cunt yesterday. I'm trying to give him my email address. So I said O for off, O for on. I said no, O for fucking off, off, O. And I was gonna say like F O as in fuck off. So this cunt's driving me every time because I don't know the Tango Delta. I don't know all those letters for that alphabet. And every time I said a letter spelling out this password, my email address, he came back with a different. If I said Z for zebra, he'd say Z for zoo. Well, there was only because lots of Allied forces actually escaped from German prison camps, but there was only one. There was only one German that did it, and he escaped into Canada, and then Canada gave him back to the Germans, and he was like treated as a big hero. All right, Chris, take care, pal. The white lads. So the COVID count, new infections have dropped to 200 today. Let's check it out. COVID-19, 6,000 new cases. I think that's gone up a little bit. Hi, Chicken. $218. So that's good. So now the restaurants are closing at 8 o'clock in Japan, or at least in this area. We need to send an intrepid traveller. Yeah, I wonder. Trying to sort out this bloody screen here. Well, I do know someone that actually was doing some business in Kenya, and he said he had to take a real load of injections. So that rules me out from going. And I think they're quite costly, but I think about, I don't know, it's $500 or something, and it's like quite time consuming as well. Well, I guess there's not many. I wonder if there's any. Well, remember when the guy near me said he was the #1 YouTuber in Iwakura? Maybe maybe there's a guy in that area. We should check out YouTube. We should check out Kenyan YouTubers. See if they came across Ryan. If I can see it in my results. I think that's no beer in 1 week. So I don't know if the first part of this broadcast I was talking about the body has got like a special place, especially for elderly people, where they store water. The body stores water in your legs, and I'm sure that well, when we were young, so when we were young, if a person could drink a lot of beer, we would say they had got hollow legs. And there is some truth to this, where your legs will actually support water, and it's between the bone and the skin. Institium, I think they call it. I think when you think, I think there is a good possibility. In fact, it might not even be safe for him to leave the house. You know, like people are saying that he's not safe or something, or he brought the disease or something. Maybe that. Oh, a little bit of shakes there. So, what do you think if I have a chili con carne? So, of course, we've got the original things. You know, the beef and the onions, tomatoes, beans. But also thinking of maybe putting in some. I've got some like shriveled bacon. You know, when you get that bacon that's really finely cooked and it's shrunk. So I bought some of that at our price the other week. So I'm thinking of cutting that into small cubes and putting that in with the beef, with the mince. I used to make when we were married. Like I used to make this and make garlic bread, and then put avocado on the garlic bread. Fucking beautiful. That in itself is beautiful. You know, homemade garlic bread, and then putting avocado on there. But I have noticed recently that people are putting on paprika flakes or something. Oh, have I lost something happened here? Let me go on. Yeah, I've done that. That's in Spanish, in Spain as well. You can do that and rub on fresh tomatoes. My mate Wally used to do that. How long did you work in the? Yeah, there's all sorts of little things you can learn in these places. It's well worth working in a few restaurants just to pick up these little bit. You know, they give the younger staff a job to do. Mine was pulling all the fucking stuff off of mussels. Yeah, that sounds alright, doesn't it? But where was that in America? It was in. Also, I used to make the garlic bread in the Italian restaurant in Queenstown in Avanti, and then washing the dishes. No, it's not. Yeah, but if you'd have grown up with English person, well, if you'd have been lucky, you'd have learnt how to make Yorkshire pudding. But otherwise, it's just fucking fish and chips. Or there's a battery warning. So I worked in a bento factory in London. So I used to shove the sticks up the prawn's arse so it wouldn't curl up. I used to make the wasabi and then I used to slice the meat for the char siu. I used to slice that. Fuck man, that was beautiful. I used to I used to eat so much of that. This is a nice rack. Yeah, there's one I go to now and again, and it's about like a centimetre thick each slice. It's beautiful. I must admit, it's not so much spice, but it's just baked, but it's still nice. I think this one the pork was baked, and then overnight it was soaked in this. It was soaked in this sauce, or vice versa. It was fucking freezing here today, this morning. Do you think Italians eat macaroni and cheese? That's the worst dish I've ever seen in my life. You have obviously most people with ramen. Yeah, there you go. I feel sorry for Americans or American kids when that's the quickest food they can do, the macaroni and cheese. My dying wish is that Americans should all eat fried spaghetti. Oh my god! What's you mean? Actually putting in oil, in deep oil, and frying it. No, but in Japan they have like they put spaghetti with that little crappy sausage, maybe some bacon. Neapolitano, I think they call it. What about these two? Disappeared. I was going to show you something on. Yeah, 500,000 yen for a pair of wheels. Well, see what's going to happen in a couple of days. No, I would never eat that. I don't eat that. Months ago, this little restaurant, and but it just looked absolutely fantastic with the special sauce on top. It was beautiful. A demi-glace sauce running down the side, over the top, was really nice. I haven't sold any scrap apart from a bit of wire the other day, or yesterday, because the fucking truck. A bit of wire the other day, or yesterday, because the fucking truck's full of crap. But so I don't know what I don't know if the price has gone up, but as long as it's not gone down, that's okay. Yeah, they certainly didn't. They certainly didn't learn to make any fucking decent Mexican food.